Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt like your eyes were dry, gritty, and blurred, almost as if tiny grains of sand were trapped inside? That feeling is very real, very uncomfortable, and for so many people over 60, it has become an unwelcome companion every morning. I want you to pause for just a moment. Think back to the last time you opened your eyes after a night's sleep. Did you feel the world bright and clear, or did it seem hazy, like a thin fog was covering your vision? The words on the morning paper weren't as sharp as they used to be. The face of your spouse or the grandchild you love so much didn't look as crisp anymore. And here's the painful part. Many people shrug and tell themselves, "That's just aging, nothing I can do about it." But the truth, that's not the whole story. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, 2022, more than 2 billion people worldwide are living with some form of vision loss or blindness. And here's the part that should make us all pause. Nearly half of those cases could have been prevented or improved with proper care. What does that mean? It means millions of people, just like you, who once read the morning newspaper with ease, drove to the store without worry, or enjoyed a sunset by the window, are now living in shadows when, in truth, their eyes still had a chance to see more clearly for longer. And the worst part, much of that damage happens silently while we sleep. Let me share the story of one of my patients, Thomas, a 68-year-old man from Ohio. For years, he had a simple morning ritual: wake up early, brew a cup of coffee, sit in his old wooden chair by the window, and read the local paper. It was his favorite moment of the day, a time of peace before tending to his small garden, a moment to feel connected with the world. But one morning, Thomas noticed the words on the page seemed to dance. They blurred, they lost their sharpness. He squinted, shifted the paper, even tried different glasses, but nothing worked. Within months, that small joy turned into fear. He confided in me, "Doctor, it's not just the newspaper I've lost. I feel like I'm losing my freedom. I'm not sure I can drive safely anymore. I avoid going out at night because the headlights hurt my eyes. And the saddest part, when I look at my grandson, I can't see the sparkle in his eyes when he smiles." Do you feel that heartbreak? It's not just about eyes, it's about life, about independence, about those simple joys being taken away little by little. When we sleep, the body works to repair itself. The heart, the liver, the brain, all busy restoring from the day. But the eyes, our most delicate organ, are also the most vulnerable. And for many, nighttime becomes the very moment when damage takes hold. The tear film, the thin layer that keeps eyes moist and clear, thins out with age. Free radicals from stress, high blood sugar, or blue light exposure at night continue to attack the retina. Oil glands in the eyelids, meant to protect the eyes, become inflamed or blocked, leaving eyes dry, red, and irritated by morning. So while you believe you're resting, your eyes may actually be under siege. That's why so many people, like Thomas and perhaps like you, wake up every morning with stinging, dry eyes, blurred vision, and assume it's just getting older. In reality, your eyes may be crying for help every single night. I know this sounds discouraging, but here's the hope I want you to hold on to. Not all is lost. Even after 60, your eyes still have the capacity to heal and repair if you give them the right support. Modern science and decades of clinical experience both show small habits done at the right time can make a big difference. Just like brushing your teeth at night protects your smile, a spoonful of the right natural oil before bed can quietly shield your eyes while you sleep. And that's what I want to share with you today. In this video, we're going to explore not just 4, but 5 powerful natural oils. Oils you probably already know. Oils you may already have in your kitchen. But oils with the science-backed power to nourish and protect your eyes overnight. Each oil has its own story, its own research, and real patients who used them and saw their lives change. I'll share those stories with you, not as a dry lecture, but as a personal conversation, so you can see that you too can take these steps. So let's begin this journey together, because your eyes deserve care, because there are still too many smiles, too many faces, too many sunrises and sunsets waiting for you to see them, clearly, fully, beautifully. You know, many people are surprised when I tell them this. You don't lose your eyesight overnight. It slips away little by little, year after year, quietly, slowly, but steadily. So why does vision seem to take such a steep downturn after 60? The answer lies in a mix of natural aging and hidden daily factors that quietly chip away at the health of our eyes. Natural aging, the law none of us escape. Just as skin wrinkles and hair turns gray, the eyes also have their own version of aging. After 60, 3 key changes accelerate vision decline. The tear film thins out. This delicate layer covers the surface of the eye, keeping it moist and clear. But research in investigative ophthalmology and visual science 2019 shows that by age 60, tear film thickness drops by 25–30%. The result? Morning dryness, burning, and that gritty sensation many older adults know too well. Retinal degeneration. The retina is like the film in a camera capturing the images we see. With age, the photoreceptor cells slowly die off. According to the National Eye Institute 2021, age-related macular degeneration (AMD) is the leading cause of vision loss in Americans over 60. Loss of lens elasticity. The lens inside the eye, the natural focus adjuster, stiffens with age. That's why so many people need to hold books farther away or turn on brighter lights just to read. Silent inflammation and oxidative stress. Aging doesn't just make eyes older. It also increases free radicals and low-grade inflammation. Oxidative stress. Blue light from phones, computers, and TVs, air pollution, high blood sugar, all create free radicals that damage the retina. A study in the Journal of Gerontology, 2020, found that adults over 65 had double the oxidative stress in their retinas compared to younger groups. Meibomian gland inflammation. These glands, located in the eyelids, secrete oils that prevent tears from evaporating too quickly. With age, they often get clogged or inflamed, leaving eyes red, dry, and blurry. The Ophthalmology Journal 2017 reported that more than 70% of seniors with chronic dry eye had underlying meibomian gland dysfunction. Chronic diseases, the hidden enemies of vision. After 60, many people live with chronic conditions that quietly erode eyesight. Diabetes. It causes diabetic retinopathy, where tiny retinal blood vessels leak or bleed, leading to vision loss. According to the CDC 2022, 1 in 3 adults over 60 with diabetes already has retinal damage. High blood pressure. It hardens retinal blood vessels, reducing the eye's blood supply. Medications. Common drugs like antihistamines, diuretics, and heart medications often have side effects such as dry or blurred vision. Sleep, a golden time that can also be dangerous. Do you remember what I said earlier? Much of the damage to our eyes happens while we sleep. At night, even though the eyes are closed, they still need oxygen and nutrients. Poor circulation can starve retinal cells, letting damage build up silently. Tear film evaporates more easily, so you wake up with red, irritated eyes. Blue light before bed, from TV or smartphones, disrupts the eye's natural rhythm, lowers melatonin, and indirectly fuels retinal inflammation. A study in Sleep Medicine 2019 showed that seniors with poor quality sleep were 1.7 times more likely to suffer from chronic dry eye compared to those who slept well. Eleanor, a 66-year-old grandmother, once came into my clinic with eyes that were constantly red and irritated every morning. She sighed and told me, "Doctor, I thought it was just from staying up late watching movies with my husband. But now, every morning, it feels like there's sand in my eyes. I can't even read the paper. My grandkids look blurry." When I examined her, I found she had dry eye from meibomian gland inflammation, plus uncontrolled high blood pressure. After a few months of lifestyle adjustments, adding omega-3 oils, improving her sleep routine, her eyes improved significantly. Her story mirrors millions of seniors. Vision loss isn't just age. It's the result of aging plus inflammation, oxidative stress, and lifestyle habits all adding up. So you see, eyesight doesn't vanish in the blink of an eye. It's the outcome of years of accumulated damage. Thinner tear film, retinal degeneration, chronic disease, and nighttime habits that work against us. But here's the good news. If it takes years for the eyes to weaken, it also means we have years to protect and restore them. And one of the simplest, most powerful steps you can start tonight is using natural oils before bed to quietly nourish your eyes from the inside during the very hours they need healing most. In the next part, we'll uncover the first oil. You probably already have it sitting in your kitchen, but it may just be a golden medicine for aging eyes. My friend, now that we've seen why our eyes decline so quickly after 60, I imagine a familiar question may already be in your mind. So what can I actually do to keep my eyes clearer? Do I always need more medication, stronger glasses, or even surgery? And here's my answer. After more than 30 years of caring for thousands of older patients, not necessarily. Sometimes it's the simple, natural, familiar things that bring the most surprising results. Why oils before bedtime? There's a very scientific reason behind it. The eye is filled with delicate microvessels that constantly need nourishment. During the day, your eyes work non-stop, reading, focusing, exposed to light, pollution, and strain. There's little chance for repair. But at night, while you sleep, the eyes finally shift into recovery mode. Retinal cells regenerate, the tear film stabilizes, inflammation calms down. If at that very moment, your body has a ready supply of healthy fats, fat-soluble vitamins, and antioxidants, your eyes get the fuel they need at exactly the right time. That's why I often call natural oils the silent night guards of your eyes. You won't see a miracle after one night, but night after night, you may notice your eyes feel less dry, less irritated, and mornings become easier, clearer, and more comfortable. Over the past 2 decades, numerous international studies have confirmed the power of natural oils for eye health. Nutrients 2022. Hydroxytyrosol in olive oil helps protect retinal cells from oxidative stress. Journal of Clinical Medicine 2020. Lutein and zeaxanthin in avocado oil increase macular pigment density and improve night vision. And what's the common thread here? Nutrients from natural oils don't just relieve symptoms, they work at the root, at the level of cells, blood vessels, and the very structures of the eye itself. I remember one elderly couple who came to see me. The wife said, "Doctor, every morning I have to use drops 3 times just to get through breakfast, and my eyes still feel dry and blurry. My husband says he can't read license plates when he drives at night. We thought it was just old age. Nothing to do." I smiled and asked gently, "Have you ever thought about how your eyes also need to be fed before bedtime, just like the rest of your body?" They looked surprised, but they listened. I suggested adding a spoonful of olive oil or avocado oil with dinner. A few weeks later, she came back and said with delight, "Doctor, I'm amazed. I wake up without that dry, burning feeling anymore, and I can read the paper again without needing a magnifier." In this video, we'll explore 5 natural oils, each one a kind of guardian with its own unique duty. Olive oil restores the tear film, reduces inflammation, protects against oxidative stress. Avocado oil nourishes the macula and central vision. Flaxseed oil calms inflammation, supports the meibomian glands, eases dry eye. Fish oil provides DHA and EPA, defending the retina from degeneration. Coconut or castor oil hydrates, gently protects and helps with chronic dry eye. You'll see that each oil carries not just one benefit, but a clear biological mechanism, backed by research and real patient stories. Why I'm sharing this with you? Because I believe this with all my heart. Seniors deserve to know that they still have power over their vision. Eyes aren't just for seeing, they're for holding on to what matters most. Your spouse's smile, your grandchild's laughter, the words on a favorite page, or the glow of a sunset on your porch. And let me emphasize this. This is not a miracle cure, not an overnight fix. It's a small, steady habit like brushing your teeth daily. Over time, it quietly defends and nourishes the light in your eyes. In the next part, we'll begin with the very first oil, olive oil. A kitchen staple most people think of only for cooking, but one that holds powerful compounds to fight eye aging at its roots. Among all the natural oils I've studied and recommended over the years, extra virgin olive oil has always been at the top of my list. Not only because it's easy to find and familiar in so many kitchens, but because inside those golden drops lies a treasure chest of nourishment for your eyes. Let's start with the tear film, that paper-thin layer on the surface of your eye, less than 0.003 millimeters thick. It may be delicate, but it does a powerful job, keeping your eyes moist, clear, and shielded from bacteria. When this film dries out or thins, you feel it. The scratchiness, the burning, the blurriness, especially in the morning after a long night's sleep. And what breaks down this tear film? 2 silent culprits: chronic inflammation and oxidative stress. This is where olive oil steps in. Olive oil is rich in oleic acid, a healthy fat that calms inflammation at the cellular level. But more importantly, it contains hydroxytyrosol, one of the most powerful natural antioxidants known. Think of hydroxytyrosol as a shield, protecting your retina from free radicals. Without this shield, free radicals attack photoreceptor cells, leading to blurred vision and age-related macular degeneration. And here's the key. Our eyes do their heaviest repair work at night. While you sleep, the eyes regenerate cells and refresh the tear film. If you've supplied your body with oleic acid and hydroxytyrosol, that repair process becomes far more effective. A systematic review published in Nutrients 2022, analyzed over 20 studies on olive oil polyphenols. The findings were striking. Hydroxytyrosol reduced oxidative stress in retinal cells. It improved blood flow to the eyes. It slowed down the progression of age-related macular degeneration, AMD. The researchers concluded that olive oil isn't just good for your heart. It actively protects the retina and vision, especially valuable for people over 60. And this matches what I've seen in my own clinic. Patients who added olive oil before bedtime often reported that within weeks, their eyes felt more comfortable, less dry, and clearer in the morning. If you want to try this, remember a few important guidelines. Dosage: take 1 tablespoon, about 15 ml of extra virgin olive oil, either straight or with a small piece of whole grain bread, about 30 minutes before bed. Choose the right oil. Always select extra virgin olive oil, EVU, cold pressed. Organic if possible to avoid pesticides. Stored in a dark glass bottle to protect its nutrients. Avoid oils labeled light or pure. These are refined and stripped of most healing compounds. Storage: keep it in a cool, dark place. Use within 6 months of opening. Olive oil is very safe for most people, but a few groups should take care. Those on blood thinners, olive oil may enhance anticoagulant effects. People with gallbladder issues or gallstones, excess oil may trigger discomfort. Those with sensitive digestion, too much may cause loose stools. My advice: start small, just a teaspoon, and work your way up. Olive oil is a wonderful night guard for your tear film and retina, reducing inflammation, restoring moisture, and letting you wake up with clearer eyes. But it's not the whole story. There's another oil, deep green in color, often dismissed as a trendy cooking oil, but inside it carries pigments that act like natural sunglasses for your eyes. These pigments filter blue light and UV rays, protecting your macula. That oil is avocado oil, and it's the next secret I'll share with you. If olive oil is the golden night guard that restores your tear film, then avocado oil is the quiet green shield that protects the most precious part of your eye, the macula. The macula is the very center of your vision. It's what allows you to read the morning paper, recognize the faces of loved ones, and enjoy the last glow of sunlight as the day comes to an end. The macula is tiny, no bigger than the tip of a pin, but it's where the eye records its high-definition images. Unfortunately, it's also the part most vulnerable to aging and to the constant assault of blue light from phones, TV, and even the sun. After 60, oxidative stress weakens the retinal cells in the macula. That's why age-related macular degeneration, AMD, becomes the leading cause of central vision loss in older adults. Avocado oil is rich in 2 very special nutrients, lutein and zeaxanthin. These are rare carotenoids that the body actually reserves and stores directly inside the macula. Think of them as natural sunglasses inside your eyes, filtering harmful blue light and protecting your photoreceptors from damage. But that's not all. Avocado oil also contains vitamin E, a well-known antioxidant that shields retinal cells. Monounsaturated fats, the delivery trucks that carry lutein and zeaxanthin straight to the retina, making them far more absorbable than from vegetables alone. A study in the Journal of Clinical Medicine, 2020, showed that seniors with higher blood levels of lutein and zeaxanthin had denser macular pigment, which means clearer vision, better night sight, and lower risk of AMD. Another study in Nutrition and Metabolism, 2017, found that eating vegetables with avocado oil increased carotenoid absorption, like lutein and beta-carotene, up to 5 times compared to eating vegetables alone. In other words, avocado oil doesn't just bring its own nutrients, it helps your eyes capture more goodness from the foods you eat. Dosage. Start with 1 teaspoon, 5 ml daily. You can increase to 2 teaspoons if tolerated. Timing. Take it with or after dinner, ideally 1-2 hours before bedtime. This allows the carotenoids to be absorbed during the night repair cycle. Choosing quality oil. Look for cold-pressed, unrefined avocado oil, deep green in color, stored in dark glass bottles. Avoid refined or pale oils, they've lost much of their power. Who should be careful? People with avocado allergy, rare but possible. Those on blood thinners. Avocado oil contains vitamin K, which can slightly affect clotting. People managing weight or diabetes. Avocado oil is healthy but still calorie-dense, so moderation matters. After 60, your eyes don't just need moisture. They need deep internal protection, especially at the macula, your visual center. Lutein and zeaxanthin, the natural sunglasses within your eye. Vitamin E, the antioxidant shield. Healthy fats, the carriers that deliver nutrients right where they are needed. Avocado oil isn't an overnight miracle, but as a small, steady habit, it can help you preserve the sharpness. So far, we've seen olive oil restore the tear film and avocado oil protect the macula. But there's another enemy, one that's silent yet relentless: inflammation. Red eyes, burning sensations, the feeling of grit that never goes away, all tied to chronic inflammation. And there's one humble plant oil that quietly fights that inflammation with remarkable power. That oil is flaxseed oil, our next secret to explore. If olive oil is the golden night guard for your tear film, and avocado oil the green shield for your macula, then flaxseed oil is the silent healer, gently cooling the fire of inflammation that eats away at the eyes of millions of older adults. Have you ever felt your eyes burning red, hot, and irritated, like there's dust inside that never goes away no matter how often you wash? That's not just tired eyes or a bad night's sleep. Often, the true culprit is silent inflammation. Inflammation clogs the meibomian glands in your eyelids, the tiny oil glands that prevent tears from evaporating too quickly. Inflammation breaks down the tear film, leaving your eyes dry, painful, and blurry. Prolonged inflammation damages the corneal surface and over time can even steal away your vision. A study published in Ophthalmology, 2017, found that over 70% of seniors with chronic dry eye had underlying meibomian gland inflammation. The danger is that this inflammation happens quietly, day after day, night after night, and many people only notice it once the damage is severe. Flaxseed oil is one of the richest natural sources of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Your body can convert ALA, though in small amounts, into EPA and DHA, both of which are proven to reduce inflammation. But even ALA itself has powerful anti-inflammatory effects. It helps regulate the body's inflammatory response, improves meibomian gland function, and strengthens the tear film. Think of flaxseed oil as a cool, gentle stream that quietly soothes the fire smoldering inside your eyes. Current eye research, 2018, ALA supplementation increased oil secretion from meibomian glands and improved tear film stability in older adults. Nutrition Reviews 2020. Plant-based omega-3s like those in flaxseed oil reduce systemic inflammation, including inflammation linked to eye disease. The takeaway: flaxseed oil doesn't just ease symptoms, it works at the root, reducing inflammation, restoring gland function, and helping eyes return to balance. Dosage: 1 tablespoon 15 ml daily. You can take it straight or mix it into yogurt or smoothies. Timing: best in the evening, about an hour after dinner, for optimal absorption during the repair cycle. Choosing quality: always choose cold-pressed, organic flaxseed oil. Store in a dark glass bottle in the refrigerator to prevent oxidation. Capsules are a good option if you dislike the taste. Who should be careful? Those with bleeding disorders or on blood thinners. Omega-3s can increase bleeding risk. People with sensitive digestion. Too much flaxseed oil may cause loose stools. Those with seed allergies. Rare but possible. Always check first. After 60, the problem isn't just dryness, it's chronic low-level inflammation. Left unchecked, it can permanently damage the meibomian glands, destabilize the tear film, and eventually steal vision. Flaxseed oil offers a gentle but powerful answer, reducing inflammation, restoring protective oils, helping you wake up with eyes that feel calm, moist, and free of that gritty sand sensation. Flaxseed oil is truly the silent healer for inflamed, dry eyes. But there's another oil you've likely heard of: fish oil. Unlike flaxseed oil, which provides ALA, fish oil delivers DHA and EPA directly, the very building blocks of your retina itself. And these nutrients may be the deciding factor in whether you keep your central vision for another 10 or even 20 years. In the next section, we'll explore why fish oil is often called the guardian angel of the aging retina. If flaxseed oil is the quiet healer, then fish oil is the guardian angel of the retina. That fragile sheet of tissue at the back of your eye that receives light and turns it into the images that let you see the world. It's no coincidence that thousands of medical studies over decades point to one simple truth: omega-3s from fish oil, especially DHA, are the core nutrients your eyes need to maintain sharp vision and resist degeneration. Think of the retina as the film in a camera. If the film is scratched or worn, the image becomes blurry and distorted. Your retina contains more DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, than almost any other part of your body. DHA is the very brick and mortar that makes up the membranes of photoreceptor cells, the specialized cells that capture light and send signals to your brain. Without DHA, these cells weaken and die, and once they are gone, the vision loss is irreversible. Put simply, without DHA, your eyes can't record life's images clearly. International Journal of Molecular Sciences, 2021. A review confirmed DHA's critical role in reducing retinal inflammation, improving photoreceptor survival, and maintaining central vision. Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science, 2018. People with higher blood DHA levels had better night vision and contrast sensitivity compared to those who were deficient. The verdict is clear. DHA isn't just helpful, it's foundational for aging eyes. Dosage: 1,0,0,0,1 500 mg of combined DHA plus EPA daily, usually 2 softgels of a high-quality product. Timing: Take with dinner or right before bed since omega-3s absorb best with dietary fat. Choosing quality. Always check the label for exact DHA and EPA content. Avoid vague omega-3 blends. Choose triglyceride or reesterified triglyceride forms for better absorption. Look for oils sourced from small, cold-water fish, anchovies, sardines, to reduce heavy metal risk. Pick molecularly distilled products to ensure purity. Who should be careful? Those on blood thinners like warfarin or high-dose aspirin. Fish oil can increase bleeding risk. People preparing for surgery. Stop fish oil at least 1 week beforehand. Those with fish or seafood allergies, consider algae-based omega-3 instead. Sensitive digestion. Large doses may cause mild nausea, fishy burps, or loose stools. After 60, age-related macular degeneration and retinal decline become leading threats to vision. At this stage, eye drops and glasses aren't enough. You need to rebuild the very foundation of your retina. Fish oil does exactly that. Provides DHA to maintain retinal cell structure, reduces inflammation for long-term protection, helps you keep reading, driving, and recognizing the faces you love. Most importantly, fish oil restores hope, the belief that your eyes can still hold onto the light instead of fading into darkness. So far, we've covered 4 oils. Olive oil to protect the tear film, avocado oil to shield the macula, flaxseed oil to calm inflammation, fish oil to rebuild the retina. But our journey isn't over. There's one more oil, less talked about but quietly powerful. Research now shows it can hydrate, provide mild antibacterial protection, and bring relief to stubborn dry eyes. It's none other than coconut oil or castor oil, the humble kitchen companion that may bring comfort to tired, red eyes. We've talked about olive oil, avocado oil, flaxseed oil, and fish oil, 4 pillars that protect your tear film, nourish your retina, and calm inflammation. But the journey doesn't stop there. There's another pair of oils, so simple, so familiar, you may already have them sitting in your kitchen. Yet behind their humble appearance, they hold surprising power to soothe red, itchy, irritated eyes. I'm talking about coconut oil and castor oil. After age 60, chronic dry eye becomes one of the most common complaints I hear. The feeling of sand in your eyes, redness, burning, irritation, fatigue when looking at screens or stepping out into the wind. Eye drops may help, but often only for a short while. The real key is nourishment and natural hydration, supporting the eyes from the inside out and the outside in. That's where coconut oil and castor oil come in. Pure coconut oil contains lauric acid and capric acid, mild antibacterial compounds that protect against minor infections when the eye surface is cracked from dryness. Vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps calm and soothe the cornea. Natural saturated fats forming a thin protective layer to slow down tear evaporation. Journal of Natural Science, Biology and Medicine, 2015. A study found that virgin coconut oil, when used as an eye drop solution, was as effective as artificial tears in soothing dry eye, without preservatives or harsh chemicals. That means coconut oil doesn't just nourish, it can act almost like a natural tear itself. Castor oil shines for different reasons. Ricinoleic acid, a potent anti-inflammatory that reduces swelling and redness around the eyes. Reduced tear evaporation, castor oil forms a thin coating on the eye's surface, helping the tear film last longer. Ophthalmology, 2016. A study showed that eye drops containing castor oil improved dry eye symptoms, reduced meibomian gland inflammation, and increased tear film stability after several weeks of use. In my practice, I've seen patients respond far better with lubricating drops that include castor oil compared to plain saline solutions. Coconut oil. Internal, 1 teaspoon per day, ideally in the evening. External, you may apply lightly to the skin around the eyes for moisture, but avoid putting raw coconut oil directly into your eyes unless it's a product specifically formulated for ophthalmic use. Castor oil. Never use industrial or cosmetic-grade oils. Only use food-grade castor oil or FDA-approved lubricating eye drops that contain castor oil. If taken orally, keep it very small, about a half teaspoon, and only with medical advice. Who should be careful? Those allergic to coconut or castor oil. People with sensitive digestion. Too much may cause loose stools. Never put raw coconut or castor oil directly in your eyes. Only use products specifically designed for ophthalmic use. Dry eye may sound like a small issue, but when ignored, it can damage the cornea and gradually rob you of vision. Coconut and castor oils offer a gentle, friendly solution, natural hydration, mild anti-inflammatory protection, tear film support through the night. Most importantly, they are accessible, simple, and safe, truly humble companions for aging eyes. In the next part, I'll guide you step by step through creating a bedtime eye ritual, a small act, just minutes a day, that can help you preserve your vision for years to come. My dear friend, we've taken quite a journey together. From the frustration of dry eyes and silent inflammation, to the fear of fading light at dusk, from the scientific studies that explain what happens, to the very human stories of Charles, Maria, Ronald, Sharon, and Linda, people just like you who once struggled in the shadows and finally found hope again. But I know what you may be asking right now, something very practical, very real. Doctor, what exactly should I do? Where do I start? Is there a simple way to turn all of this into a nightly habit I can actually follow? The answer is yes, and I'd like to walk you through what I call a bedtime ritual for your eyes. Think of it this way: you already brush your teeth every night. Why? Because you know your teeth need daily protection and it only takes a few minutes. Now consider this. Your eyes are even more precious because once vision is gone, there's no false tooth to replace it. Nighttime is the golden hour for your eyes. When you close your eyes, the retina begins its repair cycle. The tear film refreshes itself. Photoreceptor cells clear away the day's damage. And if, at that exact time, you supply your body with the right natural oils and nutrients, your eyes will have the tools they need to heal, hydrate, and protect themselves. Step 1. Olive oil for a healthy tear film. Take 1 tablespoon, 15 ml of extra virgin, cold-pressed olive oil, about 30 minutes before bed. Restores the tear film, reduces inflammation, and provides antioxidants. Backhand index pointing right. If you often wake up with gritty, burning eyes, make this step your priority. Step 2. Avocado oil for the macula. Add 1 teaspoon of cold-pressed avocado oil to your dinner or salad. 1-2 hours before sleep. Boosts lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin E, the natural sunglasses inside your eyes. Backhand index pointing right. If you're worried about macular degeneration or struggle with poor vision at dusk, this is ideal. Step 3. Flaxseed oil to calm the fire of inflammation. Take 1 tablespoon 15 ml of cold-pressed refrigerated flaxseed oil, about 1 hour after dinner. Reduces meibomian gland inflammation, strengthens the tear film, eases redness and burning. If you often feel that sand in the eye sensation, this is your key. Step 4. Fish oil to protect the retina. Take 2 high-quality capsules, each with at least 500 mg DHA and 250 mg EPA. With dinner or just before bed. Rebuilds retinal structure and lowers risk of AMD. If macular degeneration runs in your family, this step is especially critical. Step 5. Coconut oil/castor oil for gentle moisture. 1 teaspoon of virgin coconut oil nightly, or use lubricating eye drops with castor oil, FDA approved. At bedtime. Provides natural hydration, reduces redness, and soothes irritation. If you rely on artificial tears daily, this is a more natural, long-term option. You don't need to take all 5 oils every night. Instead, stay flexible. Rotate. Olive plus fish oil today, avocado plus flaxseed tomorrow. Match your needs. If dry eye bothers you, focus on olive plus flaxseed. If you're concerned about AMD, prioritize avocado plus fish oil. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Just like exercise, you don't need to run a marathon every day. Even a simple 20-minute walk, done regularly, transforms your health. The same is true for your eyes. Small, steady steps practiced nightly can preserve your vision for years to come. My dear friend, we've walked a long road together. From the pain of watching your vision fade with age, to the hope of rekindling clarity through the quiet power of natural oils. Along the way, we met people like Charles, Maria, Ronald, Sharon, and Linda, ordinary men and women who once thought they had no choice but to accept old eyes and failing sight. And yet, with small, steady changes, they found new hope. We also discovered 5 precious oils. Olive oil, the golden night guard for your tear film. Avocado oil, the green shield protecting your macula. Flaxseed oil, the silent healer, extinguishing inflammation. Fish oil, the guardian of the retina. Coconut and castor oil, the humble friends that soothe and hydrate tired eyes. Do you see the beauty here? From simple, natural ingredients, our eyes are given another chance. A chance to see more clearly, to shine more brightly, and to hold on to life's most precious moments. The most important thing I want you to take away isn't just the names of these oils. It's the belief that your eyes can still heal if you care for them the right way. We cannot turn back the clock, but we can choose to nourish our eyes today so that tomorrow we can still see a loved one's smile, the words in a favorite book, or the glow of a sunset at day's end. If this video has brought value to you, here's how you can support and stay connected. Tap the like button. It's a small gesture, but it means the world. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next simple, life-changing health tip for living well after 60. And please, leave a comment below. Which oil will you try first for your eyes? Your story might inspire thousands of others to take their first step toward healthier vision. Finally, I warmly invite you, come visit this channel every day, because each day there's something new, something small yet meaningful, that can help you care for your body and embrace aging with dignity, strength, and peace. Remember, your eyes are not just for seeing. They are for loving, connecting, and experiencing the beauty of life. And you deserve to keep that light today and for all the days to come.